All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Monday, September 9th, set today by Vulcan. Seems to be setting every second Monday. Let's see what Vulcan has for us. Keep home for Englishmen. Well, home can be in. If you're home, you're in. So is it a short word for keep and then a word for home? Well, then in. How would that be an Englishman? Well, what would be another word for keep? Well, of course, keep can be a part of a castle. Oh, I see it now. Excuse me. An Englishman's home is his castle. Is that it? Keep? Yes, I think so. Funny one, but I'll take it. All right, let's try the downs. Run from church in warm coat. Run can be R. Do we take that away from a church to get a warm coat? Oh, or maybe you will get a word for run from putting church, which could be CH or CE, inside a four-letter warm coat. Oh no, I was just thinking of words for run, and I thought of, well, run from is flee, and in this case, church is CE, and a fleece. It's certainly a warm piece of clothing. I'm not sure I would call it a coat. In fact, I thought the fleece was the material rather than the article, but again, yeah, these first two I think are a little loose, but I hope they're right. We'll find out if the crossing letters agree. Let me do these ones here where we have the starters. Forcing ice cover to crack. Ice cover could be the outer letters of ice, I and E, but not sure about that. No, I don't get that one. And how about critically cut off aisle? Yeah, I think it might be a word for critically. We're going to have maybe a word for cut off, and then a word or a name of an aisle. Man, of course, comes up a lot. Cut off, snip or shear. Well, like shear, but then it would be a three-letter island, or maybe one of those Scottish islands. But critically, no, I don't see that either. All right, back to the acrosses. Worker in Brussels feeds uranium into unsafe reactor. I think Brussels can stand for the EU, so I'm wondering if a worker could be an ant. Do we put ant inside of EU? That doesn't ring any bells. And then uranium. Oh, it could be, just thinking about uranium, is that U or UR? Oh, I think it's just U, and I think unsafe is an anagram indicator. I'm not sure I like that as an anagram indicator, but I'm thinking it's a Eurocrat, might be a worker in Brussels. And then we have an anagram of reactor with the U put inside it. Yeah, let me know what you think about unsafe. Maybe it's in the sense of safe and sound, everything is in the right place, and therefore by extension unsafe. I'm still not convinced by that one. All right, let's take a look at 7 down. In habitual procedure, sent a letter to be read aloud. Oh, so to be read aloud made me think of a homophone. And so, and then I was thinking for a habitual procedure, maybe as a right. And I think that sounds like WRITE, which is, I suppose, if you, uh, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. Send a letter would be maybe to write a letter. So maybe wrote. Oh, wrote. Yeah, sorry. Wrote is more the habitual procedure. Yes, so it is a homophone of WROTE. All right, how about nail? Sailor's course. Oh, with the T, I'm thinking sailor might be a tar. But then we'd only have one letter. Could it be like their course be east, E, and it's TARE, or north, tarn? Nail. Well, is it a nail that a carpenter would use, or the verb to nail? No. How about sections of musicals? The finest examples. So I presume it is sections of musicals and maybe just a second definition or a punning definition. The finest examples might be best something. But what are sections of musicals? Well, often they'll have an overture. That's only 8 letters, 9 in the plural. No, don't get that. All right, how about grudgingly admired, having gone green, question mark. Yeah, the question mark makes me think it's going to be a cryptic definition. I am thinking envied. I'm not sure that's grudgingly admired. Where does why is it grudgingly? But you are described as green with envy. Let me put it in, and again, we'll see if it works. Yeah, I found a few of these to be a little loose today, which I don't think Vulcan usually is. So it's probably me. Modest changes, I see announced, involving the family. All right, well, this is one I can definitely work with. Modest changes, we're going to anagram modest, and then add an I, and then a homophone for the word see would be the letter C, and something involving the family might be domestic affairs. Oh, now I see, of course, it's a double definition. A nail might be attack, and a sailor's course, they change their tack. All right. Block of prime importance, but not central. Wow. Yeah, I think not central might be a straight definition, but then somehow block. I mean, I'm thinking with prime importance, something to do with mathematics, but don't see it. My forcing ice cover now is see something E. No. But now critically cut off island. I think it might be severely. I was critically injured. I was severely. And cut off is sever. Oh, hold on. Let's add another E in there. Yeah, is there an Isle of Ely? I know it comes up sometimes as a cathedral or cathedral city. Let me pause and look up Ely. Yeah, I'm not very confident in this because Ely is that cathedral city in Cambridgeshire. Doesn't seem to be an island. There is a river in Wales, a road in London, various cities, a mountain range in Nevada, but yeah, so I'll leave it in for now, but I'm not very confident about this one. All right, how about going up mountain? Ooh, yeah, again, the question mark. So I presume it's a double definition, but one part might be a bit of a stretch. Going. Oh, maybe like in horse racing where they describe the going was soft or whatever. The going was good. No, how about song about an aromatic plant? I wonder if it might be an aromatic plant, but we have to put a word for song around an. But I don't see that. Silly remark, upset consumer here. Ooh, yeah, so I was trying to look for anagram fodder. I thought upset might be the anagram indicator, but no, silly is the anagram indicator, and we anagram remark upset to get a supermarket. Consumer here, again, a little loose of a definition. I think maybe shopper here might have helped us, but maybe that would be just too easy. All right, series about fungus, not really to catch fire. No idea on that. Manager installs a piece of office equipment. I'm thinking it might be a 5-letter word for manager, and then we install the letter A to get piece of office equipment. But the first piece of office equipment I thought of was a copier. And so A, we have seen before, can be 1, which then could be the letter I. And that would leave coper. I think if you manage with your circumstances, you're coping. Again, I'm going to put it in, but not hugely confident. All right, conceded, grabbing hand is dead wrong. Well, the grabbing hands grab all they can. Yeah, so I think it might be a word for conceded that goes around a word for hand. And it's going to mean dead wrong? That doesn't seem likely. All right, how about beer lovers entertain English filmmaker? So I think it might be short beer would be ale, and then we'd only have, I think entertain English means we're going to put an E inside something. So lovers with an E inside it gives us a film maker. No, don't see that. All right, back to the Downs. That one again, no. That was our, oh, we do have a P now. Sections of musicals. What they have the what do they call the big song at the finish? There's a name for it, but I don't think that's it. All right, returned to launch Boomerang. Wow. Is something going to be returned or turned backwards? Maybe a verb for to launch, and it's going to mean boomerang. So I don't think it's going to be the item, the boomerang. What kind of ending is this going to have? Could it be? I don't think it can be an ing. Nothing in the clue suggests an ing word. And then anyway, it would be some KLING. No. Uncontrollable excitement is unusual this year. Well, I thought of a word for uncontrollable excitement might be hysteria, and it's an anagram or an unusual form of this year. All right, unqualified sadly bails out. All right, sadly we know can be an anagram indicator, and bails out has 8 letters. So it's going to be unqualified. What is the prefix or the suffix going to be with bails out? Oh, yeah, I'm wondering if it could be an ABLE ending. So then we're going to have OUT at the start, anagrammed around that S. Oustable, I don't think that's a word. Let's try the anagram helper and see if that gives it to me. Unqualified. Oh, of course. Oh, yes. I was thinking unqualified as in not having any qualifications, but it is like an unqualified yes, an absolute. Yeah, so I think that's it. All right. A maxim with no principles. Well, we have an A, so I'm thinking that's a naked A at the beginning. And then a word for maxim, but I'm thinking with no, if someone with no principles, you would describe them as amoral. And so I suppose kind of maxim, I thought a maxim was more a proverb or a pithy saying, whereas the moral of the story, I don't know, but I'm sure Vulcan is right. All right, huge area secured by Vespasian. Well, I think this is a hidden clue, and within Vespasian we have Asia, which often comes up clued as a huge or large area. All right, rush to call over the net. Oh, I think this might be a modern brand name. I think if you rush somewhere, you might zoom. And one way to have a call over the net is with Zoom. I wonder, does The Guardian have different rules about using brand names than, say, the Times, but let's see if this could be right. All right, that was the final down. Now our series about fungus, not really. To catch. Oh, I'm thinking smolder. Fungus. Fungus is mold in the British spelling. But why can series? I think maybe series can abbreviated to SER. And therefore, I think the definition is not really to catch fire. Yeah, so if something doesn't catch fire, but it may still smolder, I think that's it. All right, how about concede? Oh, conceded, I think must be admitted. Oops, let's try that with T's this time. So I think the hand is mit in slang, and it's inside an anagram of dead. So dead wrong is that ADED around the outside. And again, it's one of these Yoda clues. Grabbing hand is an anagram of dead. All right. Here's our beer lovers. I do have a vague memory of in Britain back in the 70s or 80s, there was a campaign for real ale, and I have a funny feeling their acronym wasn't just CRA, but was CAMRA. And so if you put an E inside that, oh, that's tricky, just defining a camera as a film maker. I was sure it was going to be the name of a famous director. Is the campaign for real ale going? I think in a way they've won. There seems to be a lot more emphasis on, real authentic ales, but maybe not. Maybe their work is never done. Yeah, I think they were looking for maybe more historically accurate ale, but anyway, if anyone is a member of Camera or just likes real ale, please educate us in the comments. Okay, so now it's not ING. I think it must be IVE. And now what's going to come between that K and the I? Well, maybe supermarket isn't right, but no, it has to be. It was an anagram. All right. Oh, I don't think I looked at this one. Oh, are the R3 down? Yeah. Oh, because I jumped to 4 down, I think. All right. Dismissed from religious fraternity for not working. It's a punning double definition. If something isn't working, it's out of order, and you might be dismissed from a religious order. Okay. Oh, speaking of campaign for real ale, campaign to arouse emotions in people over time. Yeah, I'm wondering if the definition is either campaign or campaign to arouse emotions. I know it is a campaign. A campaign could be a movement. I was just simply thinking of a word that would fit and might mean a campaign. To arouse emotions might be to move. People might be men, and it all goes over T for time. All right. Oh, our song must be a ditty, I think. And it has to go about Anne. So it's either Dittany with 2 T's or Dittanti. I think Dittany sounds more likely, so let me look that up. Yes, dittany is a flowering plant, so it may indeed, yeah, it must be aromatic. All right, so I'm not going to get any more letters for this one. I'm going to pause and see if I can work this out. Yeah, so it actually came from me thinking this might be something ACK, and I thought, oh, back. Oh, and to back might be returned. I'm back, I'm returned. And then I thought, oh, to launch, of course, could be to fire. And if something boomerangs on you, then it backfires metaphorically. All right, here was our going up mountain. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mountain in there, but I'm sure there is one. Here was our sections of musicals. So let me think of it maybe as punningly the finest examples. Yeah, yeah. Don't think it's a hidden clue. Sections of, no, there's no P. Yeah, I'm just not getting that at all. Here is our block of prime importance. What's that going to end in? SOME? Yeah, maybe we start with a word for block and then a word for prime importance, but it ends up meaning not central. Oh, or of course, could be removing the central letter from. Yeah, maybe a word for prime importance without its central letter then becomes block. Is that block as in to obstruct? Um, yeah, not getting it. I should be able to get this one where we have the C and the E. Oh, ice cover, of course, has 8 letters, so if that cracks R is anagrammed, what can we get here that means forcing? So yeah, I want it to be crevice of some kind, but yeah, it just doesn't seem very likely. I mean, surely it's the CRE, forcing. Yeah. Oh, maybe it's forcing is the anagram indicator, and it's going to mean to crack. But again, I've just too many vowels, I think. Yeah, I don't. I can't crack this one, I'm afraid. All right. I had to take to pen and paper to work out that anagram. It was probably there with the anagram helper or very close. I should have spotted it, but it is an anagram of ice cover to crack and coercive. Yeah, so I was trying various CRE, Cree voice, but that wasn't working. So of course COE, very unusual beginning, but there we go. All right, now our block of prime importance, but not central. Yeah, I'm not seeing this one either. I think the V might be more useful. Village, Valhalla, no. Going up mountain. via something. Well, no, we have the L. Oh, of course, severely. Yeah, I'm just at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to check severely. I was never very happy with that. No, it's right. All right. Oh, is it something in the Tour de France? One of the stages where they do the mountain climbs. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I think I'm going to have to use wordplays.com for this one to see what 7-letter words there are with the V, the L, and the A in those positions. Well, the second word suggested by wordplays.com was volcano, which I thought, well, that is a mountain. And going up, I think, is a synonym for exploding. You know, it's all going to go up. And so I think the question mark just indicates, yeah, it's just a cryptic definition. That's very tricky, I think. I mean, I'm sure it's right, but just, yeah, I would never have thought of that on my own. All right, the block of prime importance, but not central. I'm going to pause and think about that one. I had to go back to wordplays.com. I think it is a cryptic definition. And the answer is cornerstone. So it is a block of material, stone or whatever, that is of prime importance. Obviously, the cornerstone. And I think just but not central is telling us, well, it's in the corner, therefore it's not in the center. That's a very, very tricky one, I think. All right, so, I thought it was going to be showstoppers. That would be a musical number. I think that's what I was trying to think of earlier, but the finest. Yeah, but I think the finest examples are show pieces. So it's a double definition, a piece of a musical show and showing off with your show pieces. Oh, very tricky. Let's check everything else still there. Let's head on over to 15 squared and see what they think. All right, so Eileen has the blog duty today. Usual mix. Liked some of these. All for the surfaces, thanks to Vulcan. The ones, let's see. Yes, castle is simply a double definition. Yeah, she just says anagram unsafe of, but not sure why that is an anagram. Volcano is just cryptic definition. And SER, S-E-R, is an abbreviation for series. All right. I think I got the other. Oh, yeah, there's the campaign for real ale. So I'll click on that later to see if they're still going. And then on the downs, move. I don't know why I wrote 3 down, because I think I understood that. But then severely, Ely is an isle. I'm going to click on that. Oh, so yeah, I didn't. Wikipedia's index of places named Ely didn't show the Isle of Ely, it just showed the city of Ely. There we go. So at least we know that is an isle. I'll try and remember that. Yeah, wrote, I nearly went wrong on. And then I think I got all of these others. That was fun. Not over impressed, but yeah, I didn't like Volcano. I liked showpieces, but not Volcano. Yeah, I just thought a little bit trickier than he has been on the Mondays. All right, well, thank you as always for watching and have a wonderful day.